Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Pianshi, your friend, your best friend. Okay, let me stop. So by the title of the video, you must know that what we are going to talk about in today's video. So we are going to talk about Ali Hazelwood, which is one of my favorite authors, as you all know. Okay, so the first book we have is Love Hypothesis by this author, and this is her first debut novel, and this is about Adam and Olive. So Adam is a professor, where Olive is a research student, or she is a PhD candidate. They both are working in the same place, so it's also a workplace romance. The story goes on like this, that Olive has to convince her best friend that she is in a serious relationship with someone, so that her friend gets comfortable or feels comfortable with getting with Olive's ex. So she kisses a random person in the hallway, and that random person turns out to be Adam. And Adam is the most strict and cold and grumpy professor in their institute. Olive thinks that he is going to complain about her or something like that, so she gets scared, but that she explains the situation to Adam, and then surprisingly Adam gets convinced or agrees to be playing her fake boyfriend. So this is their story, and they both pretend to be in a relationship in front of her best friend. But little did Olive know that Adam is already really attracted towards her and really likes her from the very beginning of their first meet. She doesn't remember him, but he knows her. So yeah, this is the story. I really love this one, and I give it 6 out of 5 stars. What I really love about this book is that how Adam cares for Olive. Like, he is so sweet, yet he is like grumpy for everyone and soft for only her. That's the trope too. Like, I just love him so much. And like, one thing I love about Ali Hazelwood books is that whenever we want a very soft and very obsessed male in any book, we want someone like them. We can totally blindly pick any of her books and we will find just that. Okay, so the second book we have is Love on the Brain, and this is about Levi and B. So B gets to work with an institute with NASA. I guess she gets to work with NASA, where he is already working, and he's like ahead there about whatever they are researching and something like that. So and the thing is that she doesn't like him because, again, I'm telling some spoilers. If you haven't read it, please skip this part. She overhears him saying something about her, or doesn't want to work with her, and from there on she thinks that he doesn't like her, so she is also not very cooperative and friendly with him, of course, as obviously when everyone is not very good with her in their workplace, and not takes her seriously. Levi takes her side and stands for her, and then she knows that why he doesn't wanted to work with her, what was the reason behind his stoicness and something like that. So I give it 3.5 star because it was good and I really liked it. I loved Levi, but it was not something which leave left a mark or something, and I'm thinking about this book long after completing it. So yes, it was a very nice and good read for me. Okay, so the next book we have is Love Theoretically, and I'm matching with this book. Okay, so we have Elsie and Jack. So Jack gets the first place in the hierarchy of Ali Hazelwood books, right along with Lo, and I'm going to talk about him also in a few moments. So this book is also about workplace romance. I think all Ali Hazelwood books is boy obsessed, workplace romance, fake dating, something like that. So not fake dating, but two of her tropes are always regular in all her books, which are boy obsessed and workplace romances. This book is about Elsie and Jack, where Elsie was dating Jack's younger brother. Fake dating, actually. She works in a site, like she offers her fake dating services to the people who are in need and who need a fake dating partner or someone to go, like go on dates or something like that, whatever. So she offers her services of fake dating to his brother. There they gets to know each other, but from the first moment Jack really likes her and he was always thinking about her. So this story goes on like Elsie is a theoretical physicist and Jack is a experimental physicist. Yani, it's two parts of the same physicist researchers or something like this. But there was a beef between Jack and Elsie's mentor, which she respects a lot. So because of that she thinks that she owes her mentor a lot, and she also pretends that she doesn't like him, and there was a line that she can't cross and become friendly with him. So Elsa is all prepared to have a fight between both of them, but when Jack Jack treats her so sweetly, and he's so sweet and I think I need a Jack in my life. He's also very grumpy for all others, but he's so sweet and so, what should I tell? He was perfect book boyfriend. He was so sweet. I need to stop saying so. Okay, so so Elsie starts feeling towards Jack and starts falling for her, and he starts falling for her, and she starts falling for him. But then she thinks that she can't betray her mentor like that. So there was a little breakup between them or something like that. But then again, spoilers, please skip this part. Her mentor's reality came in front of her, and he was not nice. So then this was the story. I gave it 4.5 stars because I loved it so much. Then I again, after completing it, I again reread it literally right afterwards. So yes, this was love theoretically. Okay, so the next book we have is Bright, and this was I was talking about that these two books gets the first place in Ali Hazelwood hierarchy. Like I can't decide which one I want on the top because I really love them both so much. So this was about Misery, and she was a vampire, and Lo, who was a werewolf. Yes, and this was the first fantasy from this author, and I really loved it. I really enjoyed reading it so much. Like it was a very good surprise from her. So it was also a marriage of convenience, and thing is, vampires and werewolves are at the war, and they both don't like each other. So to maintain a kind of peace between both of them, Misery, who is a vampire, had to marry Lo, who was the alpha werewolf, like leader of the pack. So this is the story, but again I have to say that Lo was so cute. Like he was alpha, so that gets to add in the hotness. Lo also has a little sister and no parents, so relationship between Misery and his sister was also a very good angle. And yeah, I think Ali Hazelwood has to write more of this too. It's like he doesn't trust her, but also he can't stay away from her. So it was really nice reading about both of the relationship, how they build trust little by little, and it was really good. So I really recommend you reading it. I gave it 5 stars, and I thinking of rereading it soon. So yes, do tell me if you have read it, what did you think of about it, and what were your likes and dislikes, and if you hadn't, so when are you reading it? Okay, so the next book we have is Not in Love, and I had read it recently. It, actually, last December I had read it. I have completed it. This is between Ryu and Ellie, and also a workplace romance. But what happens is, where Ryu works, Ellie is taking over the company. So the company was built by her best friend, or her boss becomes her best friend. So what I think is this book is similar with this one too, because where she thinks that she owes her mentor, she also thinks that she owes her boss and her best friend to take her side. So she is a little wary of him and don't want to become friendly with him, but of course he likes her and he wants to spend time with her. So he tells her to just trust him and just go along with the flow, and they both can't resist the chemistry between them, so they get into a physical relationship. But then slowly and slowly, how when they spend time together, they start falling for each other. But then she thinks that she can't betray, of course, along same angle comes between them in the last, and then there's their breakup, and then the reality of her boss slash best friend comes in her eyes, and how again she's not nice. So their patch up and all that. I enjoyed this book. I gave it 3.5 star, but it was not something that I was thinking about it afterwards. So it doesn't leave left a mark on me and want me to make it reread again. So it was a good read for me. I enjoyed it, and if you had already read it, please tell me what did you thought about that, and if you want to read if you hadn't already, so do read it. So the next book we have is Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood, and I don't know how I hadn't read it already, and I really regret not reading it yet, but it just I didn't get the time to read it or the opportunity to read it. So I'm thinking of next reading this book, and it was the first YA romance from her. And this was between, I guess, two chess players. The female, I don't know about her and him because I didn't read it already, but I think she was a very great chess player, and he was also a genius chess player. But she had already left playing chess, but one at an opportunity she gets, she defeats him. So this creates a spark in the media that how she, an unknown person, defeats the most genius chess player or something like that. So this is their story, and I think I want to read it soon. The next book we have is Deep End, which is not yet released and is going to release in I think 2025, and I am really excited about that book. I don't know anything about this, but I think it is going to be a really great read from her. I think the male MMC has tattoos. It's going to be great. So that's it for today's video, and thank you for watching, and thank you for showing so much love and appreciation to my previous video, and I hope that you show the same love and support to this one too. Till then, please take care of yourself, and yes, so I'll see you in my next video very soon. Bye.